Good evening, a super cool party people. It's 8:30 at night. So I don't know why, but I haven't particularly felt like vlogging today. I mean, I had time to do it, but I was just like, nah. But that's fine because we're just gonna do a talking head thing. I'm okay with this too. So while I was on lunch earlier, two of the girls were up here too, and they were like, what's the first thing you're gonna do when you get back to town? And I was like, eat McDonald's fries. And they're like, wow, you know what you want. But I was like, honestly though, that's like the last thing I said when I was leaving. I was like, when I come back to town, the first thing I want is McDonald's fries. So, you know, I've only been thinking about it for like 2 months. But it got me thinking about what am I going to miss when I leave here and what won't I miss when I leave here. So, I mean, let's be negative Nancy and let's start with the things I won't miss first of all. I mean, maybe I'm a little jaded because this was super recent, but the smoke, I will not miss the smoke. I mean, it's gone now, but I will never miss that smoke. It was terrible. It was blah. And then on top of that, working 7 days a week. Like, I work Sunday to Saturday every week. I haven't had a day off since, before I came out here. When was my last day off, guys? I'm pretty sure I worked the Monday before I came out here because I think I came out here on a Tuesday. So like, yeah. And like 3 days before that or like 5 days before that. So yeah, it's been like almost 2 months since I've had a day off and that's a little ridiculous. Also with working 7 days a week and like 8+ hours every day, I miss not having the energy to want to do things after work. Like earlier on in the season, like I'd go for walks all the time and now I'm like, TV, let's TV. And to that same regard, not particularly creative. Yesterday and I think a little bit today on my break, like I picked up my story guideline books, but I mean, that's not really being super creative. We'll get back into that though. Like I'm jazzed to come out of here and go back into like writing and working and like a regular routine, because there's no routine out here. Well, I mean, there is routine in that I do the same thing every day, but it's a boring routine and nothing ever changes. I also definitely won't miss this small bed behind me. Like, it's a very comfortable bed. I have said this before, but it's a twin size. And even though I like don't move when I sleep, I miss my queen size bed. I just want to like, bleh. It'll be wonderful. Also, I'm not naked, guys, because I see that it kind of looks like I am. Having to cook every meal. I'm so sick of feeding myself. Like, adulting is hard, but adulting is better when you can go out and like go to a restaurant and make somebody else cook you food, or you can call your mom and say, hey mom, I'm hungry, can you feed me? I tried. I did text her earlier in the season. I said, mom, I want roast beef, can you hook me up? And she said, are you still at work? And I said, yeah. And she's like, well then no. And I told her that wasn't a very good attitude to have, but I still didn't get roast beef, so didn't really work out for me there. Another thing that I won't miss are the brownouts. Like, the power almost never goes out, maybe like once or twice a week, if that, when they're just double checking the generators and doing oil changes and making sure everything's all good. But there's like constant brownouts and that's really annoying. And I won't miss not having regular access to the internet because it's just such a pain. I miss being able to just lay in my bed and be like, internet. I mean, it's not a bad thing to not be able to do that, but every once in a while it'd be nice. But I think that's all I can really think of for right now, because I mean, it hasn't been terrible out here. It's been sunny most of the time. Everybody's pretty good. Like, it's a good place to work. I like them. They're nice people. Like, the owners are great. The staff I work with are, for the most part, great. So, you know, we're good. So, like, you know, that's one thing. Like, the feeling of family and camaraderie that, like, most everybody out here has, like, it's like a small family and it's great. And I think that's what makes it so special out here, is it's been run by the same family for 48 years. Like, they've instilled their family values into this resort and you can feel it. They actually care about staff. Like, I've worked in many places and at the theater, they're fantastic. They're great too, like 100%, but it's not a family, so it's just slightly different. But I mean, they're still great. I miss them. I can't believe I'll get to see them soon. My boss has been texting me. He asked if they were holding me hostage here and I said, I think so. And he said that they'd pay the ransom. So I mean, that's nice. Not a lot of places will do that for you. I know I said that like I hate it that I had no energy after work, but I kind of do enjoy just like laying on a couch after a long day of work, watching TV and doing nothing. I don't do that when I'm back in my hometown. Like I don't do that. I'm always doing something. There's always something I can be doing. So it's kind of nice to just like, and so much HGTV. You know my love for HGTV. And like just hanging out with the other staff. A lot of the time at the end of the night, we'll just like eat food and watch TV or watch a movie and just chill under blankets, just all cuddled up together on two big couches, and it's good. And like I said, how like I just always feel like I'm doing something when I'm like in my hometown. Like it's nice to have like no responsibility outside of work. Like I could get off work at like 7-ish and just go home and go to sleep for the night. I don't gotta do anything. All I gotta do is feed myself. That is my only responsibility outside of work, is feeding myself. And sometimes I can convince like the grill shack, sometimes I get burgers for lunch. It's like very rarely, but every once in a while I'm like, I need a burger. Like when it was super smoky, I was like, bring me food. I made a sign that said feed me please, and like stuck it on the window, like, ah, I'm the bubble girl. But anyways, so like that's my only responsibility outside of work. And like, you know, showering every once in a while, which obviously I just did. So, you know, I'll miss that, I think. Another thing, like, I know I miss the modern conveniences of like fast food places and other things, but you know, just like the lack of everything is nice, and the silence, because it gets really quiet out here, and the stars, like, they're just amazing. You don't see stars like that in the city, and you don't see like the views like this. Like, yeah, we like our good views, like, you know, I go down to the beach all the time, but it's still a little bit different than here. It's nice. And then just the 2-minute commute to work, like if it even takes me that long, I'm not even sure it takes us that long to like roll down the hill. It's pretty nice. And I've gotten even lazier, and I just go in through the bakery now, so like in case there's people like waiting up front, like first thing when I gotta open, they're like, oh, let me in, let me in, let me in. I'm like, it's not even 8:30. But yeah, nice slow commute. And then probably one of my favorite things is in the morning before we start work, me and one of the dock attendants, we like get up at the same time, we sit at the table, we have our morning breakfast routine, and then we just go to work together. That's nice. And obviously I'll miss the people. I think that kind of goes without saying, but yeah. So that's me talking head. This was longer than I thought it was going to be. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me for the night. I'm going to go veg on the couch and watch some TV, because that's what I do. And then probably try to have an early night, because I am feeling a little bit tired, and my morning dock attendant person is getting sick. So my better chances of not getting sick will include me going to sleep early. So yeah. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for sitting here and listening to me chat about everything and nothing all at once, and I will see you tomorrow when we do very similar things. No, they'll be different. I promise I'll actually vlog tomorrow. Good night.